Hey guys, welcome everybody. Going to reflect back a little bit on the events of this week, and the second half of our video we are going to talk a little bit about the locating service that I have been working closely with. I want to update you there. However, the first half I'm going to talk a little bit about some of the misconceptions about validators, specifically because you know we are an MEI house. We do sell and service CoinCos, but we're more of a fan of the MEI units. So a lot of people have been asking 24 volts, 110 volts, what's better, MDB? Well, the fact of the matter is there are 24 volt units that are both for a straight 24 volt system, mainly amusement games, cranes, redemption games, and then there is a 24 volt system that is for MDB systems. So let me do this. I'm going to show you a few things as far as harnesses to start with. Okay, what we have here, the front part of the bench, are the four common wiring harnesses. Well, 3 plus a jumper plug. Some systems require this jumper plug, and I'll get to that here in a minute. Okay, the most common MDB harness is this one. You can tell because it has the wide flange, the wide plug-in that goes. Find a 24 volt unit here. Most of them are labeled. However, labels come off. Now, this has got little white plugs in there, and they go towards the left as you're looking at it. You see this little notch here? That's for your data cable. Okay, this will not go in the opposite way. However, if you try and force it in and it's upside down, you're going to bend the pins. You won't damage the harness for the most part, but you will damage the pins on the inside. So anyways, this would be this is a 2600 series. This is commonly used in the amusement industry and the car wash industry. And unfortunately, I have a very faded sticker here, but you have a switch setting number 6 for harness enable or always enabled. Okay, pinball machines, redemption games, cranes, they have different needs. The next one is the most common question. In a meter box for self-serve car washes, 4 pulses for $1 or 1 pulse for $1. A lot of times somebody will call me up and they'll say, I just got your validator, I put $1 in and it only gives a quarter credit. Well, that's because you don't have the switch set on 4 pulses for $1. A lot of those old meter boxes, they have been converted to take dollar bills, 5s and 10s and 20s, but a pulse to them means a quarter because that's all they took initially. Okay? Then on switch number 8, gaming interfaces versus vending interfaces, depending on what system you have. So anyways, this 24 volt I have the MDB plug plugged into. However, there's another style. Okay, this, I have 2 harnesses here in my hand. They both look virtually identical. Okay, the one my right hand on the right side of your screen is a 24 volt. Now, can you see the fact it has a pin in the center section? Mostly, not always, mostly that's going to dictate 24 volts. However, the 12 volts have also come to this. Now, 110 volt system, there's no pin in the center. This is straight 110. This is predominantly the older systems, okay, probably 20 years old. So this 24 volt system, okay, you always line up your pins. I know that the plugs go to the right as I'm looking at it, and it goes, and it should slip easily in to the right side. Now you're wondering what this is for. Most systems have what's called a data cable. Okay, some of the early vending machines that use the old VFMs, they need a data cable in there. This is strictly power. Okay, the data cable looks just like this. It's got a big plug. We call it a puzzle plug. See the notch down below? See the notch on the plug? It's going to go like this. Okay, American Changers, they use this. We have these plugs. However, being as these are just jumpers, this could also have a long wire that goes off of it. So anyways, standard 24 volt or MDB, okay, that uses this. Now this is a 2600 series validator. Now let's move on to the 2700 series. This is a 27 and it says A2. We call them X2s. This is actually a 1, a 2712, because this bezel is a 1. It's a number 1 from MEI. That's their stock number. This is also known by me and a lot of my colleagues as a soda bezel. It's also called a compact bezel. See how flat on the bottom? A lot of times your amusement games, they don't have room for this validator to hang down here like the snack machine bezels have. Okay, now this is a 24 volt and I have the cover over my little plug in there. You just lift that tab. Once again, your two little missing pins are on the right. You see the white plugs there. Just feel your way in before you push it, and then go the last 1/4 inch or 1/8 of an inch. Okay, this is MDB. This is how it plugs in. Alright, I think I have covered the plug-ins. The one that confuses people is when they have an older 24 volt system and they need this wiring harness. This is not common, but this is very common in games and the old stuff. So guys, hope that clears up a little bit about MEI. Let's talk a little bit about, I'll zero in on my computer there. Let's talk a little bit about the locating service that we have, I don't want to say teamed up with because it's not my business. It's just somebody that I have been talking with, had several conference calls with. I did not want to endorse any locating service that I was not 100% sure was going to do a good job. Okay, the questions have come up in the groups, people asking about this service. Guys, those locating services have not been around. They don't last long. They get a bad rap, they take people's money, they just disappear. The company I endorse, been in business over 6 years. Here's the two keys, okay? They take a credit card. If you have a bad experience and you get maybe no service or bad service, your credit card company goes to bat for you, okay? They also take PayPal. PayPal is very pro-buyer. They protect the buyers. Without buyers, they wouldn't have fees and commissions. So the fact that they take PayPal, they will resolve any issue. Locating does not happen overnight, okay? My guys like to have a 30-day lead time. It enables you to be prepared, get your equipment ready. Once you submit to me, there's a $50 credit or bonus involved, discount you might say, okay? So I will put my email down below. If you send me an email with your needs, your city, how much equipment do you want to locate? 1, 50? Do you want to do 1 a month for the next 2 years? They have programs for you also. Vending machines, the most common placement is a snack soda side by side. That is the most cost effective. They will also do ATM placements and amusement games as well as cranes. Now, a little bit about, we've been in this about 5 or 6 weeks now. I only put them on to some of my very good customers. They have now been delivering accounts, okay? Some accounts have been found and the operators either looked at them, didn't like the layout, maybe something didn't gel with the commissions. You are not required to take it. You can decline it and go on to the next one. In other words, I get a report every week. Once a week, I have a conference call with the proprietor. I also get a report because I want to know what is being done for my customers. it'll say on there, let's say I sent 7 people, let's say I sent 25 people, which has been my average per week, but 6 to 8 of them actually put up a deposit and ordered the service. I get the full details on what's happening. In other words, who they are, what kind of equipment they have, whether it's a crane machine they want a restaurant only, or whether it's a snack soda they want Holiday Inn Expresses or whatever. I get the full set of details on what's been happening, okay? If they have a potential that they are waiting to go out and talk to the manager, if they have a meeting with the people, if they have come up empty in their area. Now guys, there's going to be some areas that are just tough. You may live in a smaller area, and if you want to stay within 15 miles of your home base, but there's only 7 hotel, motel, type places, or if there's only 2 assisted living places and they already have national, contracts with the franchise stores, you may have to pass and move on to something else. So anyways, guys, it's not 100% sure they will get you an account. However, it is 100% sure you will be satisfied, and if no service is rendered, no fee is required. So guys, going in, be prepared. Don't expect somebody to go to work for you without a deposit. It's only fair. You're paying with PayPal. You're protected. You're paying with your credit card through your Bank of America or Wells Fargo or Chase or Manhattan. There really is not a lot to worry about. So once again, I get the reports. I fully endorse these guys. All you need to do is write me with your needs down below, and there will be a $50 discount included for you on your placement. So guys, I hope we've answered a few things. If you have questions regarding a certain product, whether it be a changer, a coin mech, a validator, whatever having to do with the coin op industry, I may not have all the props here in my small shop in Arizona, but I can at least tell you what I know about them. So guys, we are also encouraging manufacturers, people that sell a product. We will do a fair and balanced review for you right here on our bench. All we need is the product, and we need to know how to hook it up and how to run it. So our next big product endorsement, we are already a distributor for standard. We have a kit coming that goes in your row BC 1400 or the twin version, which is a BC 2800. Those are awesome cabinets. They're great for the car wash and amusement industry as well as laundromats. However, the row technology, back in the 80s, guys, I was a row distributor back then, or I should say I worked directly with one. I sold a lot of row equipment, but there are better things out there now. So for a couple $1,000, you can have a $6,000 changer if you have a row cabinet. It has to be a BC 1400 or a BC 2800. We will send you everything you need to put in a completely updated 2021 standard changemaker system in that cabinet, complete with an MEI validator. So it gets no better than that. So guys, if this is a year to upgrade, get a hold of me and we will get you onto one of these kits. Guys, appreciate you being here. I answer all comments, and stay strong in 2021. We will all get through this. For now, Doug at Doug's World Tour. Out.